In this video, we are going to learn how to free up space on your disk and speed up your Windows performance. So coming up is the things that you have to do in order to achieve these results. Let's go. Hello, what's going on, guys? This is John. In this video, we are going to free up space on our disk and improve our Windows performance. Sometimes you are working and then it appears that your Windows is not performing up to the standard that you want it to be. So in this video, we are going to look at those space on your Windows, increase your Windows performance and have more space to do other things. So number one thing we want to do is to use our run and get to temps and delete our temporary folders. So go to your Windows icon, right click on it and click on run, or the shortcut is Windows key plus R and type percentage temp percentage and press enter. All the folders here are the temporary folders that your machine is no longer using, so they are just here occupying space on your disk. So what you want to do is you want to delete all of them, highlight all of them, that's Ctrl plus A, or you click and drag all of them and press delete on your keyboard. Or better still, you right click and press delete. So here you want to enable do this for all the current folder. These are the folders that Windows is currently using, so you don't want to delete those ones. So check this button and click on escape. Yes, continue. Good. So you have deleted our temporary folders. You want to go back to the run again, and this time around type only temps temp, and then all these ones you want to delete them, and then all these ones you want to delete them. Highlight them, they are just occupying space, the machine is not using them, and then delete. Continue. Yes. Skip all. Number two, you want to use the run button again. Windows R. This time round, you want to type prefetch. Enter. All the folders here are also not being used by Windows, they are just occupying space, so you're gonna delete them, highlight all of them and press delete on your keyboard or right click. All these folders are not being used by Windows, occupying just space, so delete all the prefetch folders. Do this for all. Escape. You want to use number three, the runtime service. Runtime service. Again, Windows plus R. This time around, we are going to type msconfig. Go to your configuration, come to service, and then you don't want to delete anything that Windows is using here or enable anything that Windows is using here. So you want to hide all Microsoft services. So these are the services that the operating system is not using. So disable all. You want to disable all and click on apply OK. Yes, because we have other things doing, you don't want to restart now, so you want to escape and restart later. Good. Next, number 4, Registry Tweaks. Again, Windows +R, and you type reg dates. Enter. So here you want to click on H key current user and go to control panel, and here the first thing you want to do is to double click on the mouse, come to mouse over time, double click on it and change this value to 10, change the 400 to 10. OK. Again here, double click on desktop and come down to M and change the menu show delay. The menu show delay, double click on it and change it to 10, change the 100 to 10 too. Good. So that's how you want to close this. Number 5, disk cleanup. Disk cleanup. Windows key plus E, or you open your File Explorer, click on this PC. You can apply this cleanup to all these disks that you have, all the hard drives that you have in your system, but we want to apply it to our disk C because that's where the performance is actually happening. Right click on it, go to property, then you can see disk cleanup here. Click on it. Yes, so you check the things that you want to clean up. You don't want to clean up any file that is being used by the system, and also your download files, you don't want to clean them up. You check the things that you are cleaning up. You want to clean up the recycle bin, maybe temporary folders, and so on and so on, and click on OK. Yes, delete them. This may take some time, so let's wait for it to be done. Yes, click on OK. Okay, it has finished cleaning up our disks. Next, you want to optimize our disk. This optimization, number 6, disk optimization. Right click on it and go to property, come to tool. Here is the disk optimization. Optimize and defragment your disk. But first of all, you want to check if the disk is having any error and clear that. This does not actually clear that. This does not actually free up space on your error that may be happening on your machine. So you want to do that. It's entirely up to you. I think you should do it and check any error. This may take some time depending on what you have the cleanup has to do, depending on the error on your machine, so it may take some time. Just be patient and let it go through. Okay, done. Good. Now let's come to our optimization. Click on optimize, and you want to optimize this. Here we want to optimize that C. So click on the C and optimize it. It will run through it even analyze it to the end. It's done with the optimization. Now it's departmenting the disk. So let's wait for it to run through. This may take some time, so be patient and wait for it to run through. We'll come back when it's done. Good, our optimization is over. So now you want to proceed to number 7. We're going to work on start apps. So you can close this one and go to startup. There, one of the ways of getting to the startup is to right click on your taskbar and click on task manager. So this is your startup, but the shortest way to do that is to use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+Shift+Escape. If you don't know this shortcut, I advise that you go and watch my other video on a keyboard shortcut that you have to know, that are very handy, gets you do the things quicker. So here you want to go to startup. If by any means you can't say this yours like this, you can see yours like this, then click on more details and click on startup. Here, these are all the applications that you have installed on your machine. Some of the applications that starts when you begin your machine, when you are launching or starting your machine, they automatically start in the background, and this can consume a lot of time. And when you are working, they still work in the background and they are still function in the background. So you want to disable some of them, if not all of them or most of them, because you can still enable them whenever you need to use them. So there's no reason for them starting unless you have a very good reason for them starting when you start your machine. So what you do is to click on it and then click on. If you've not disabled it, this is how it will be like. So you click on the application and you click on disable. So anytime you start your machine, it's not going to start at once unless you start it yourself. So go through it and disable all your applications. So if there are some that you don't know what they are, probably Windows is using them, you want to delete those ones. That's it for startup. Number 8, I want to use the search quick access. Open your Explorer and you are going to use the search bar of the Explorer here. Click on this PC and then you want to apply it to the disk C size colon huge and enter. So it's going to go to your system and look for files that are between 1 gig and 4 gig. Between 1 and 4 gig, it's going to look for all those files and bring it to you. Some of those files are on your machine, you don't use them again, but somehow they are hidden. Maybe you'll be using an application that has managed to save some things in the background that you didn't want to save. Actually, when you run this, it brings out all those huge files. This is going to run the whole system, so let it do so. Take your time and let it run through the system and bring you all the huge files in your system. Good. So this is the file that I have brought. These are only the huge file on my drive C. And this I know what it is After Effects from Adobe. This one I am not quite sure. It is an application that I'm using that has saved this without my knowledge. So I'm going to check the location of that file. So you could see here, it shows me where the file is. I could just right click on it and open it anyway. But I don't want to open it. I want to trace where it is. Probably there are other software or other files there that are not as huge as this, but they are also being saved without my knowledge. So I want to trace where this file is located. Let me open my Explorer, another Explorer. So let's get Windows +R, type app data and enter. So this is the app data. See, that is the app data and it's in the roaming file. The roaming file, and it's in the Adobe. And then common. It's in the common and media cache. So these are the things. I'm getting everything here from here. See, those are the things that they are written here. That's what I'm just tracing. What is in the box there, I'm just tracing. So these are the things. Even though it showed us only one, because we want those that are in a category of 1 to 4 gig. Maybe if there is one which is 900 megabytes, is not going to be shown. So all this data here are things that my software had saved without my knowledge. I didn't know, and they are all occupying space on my machine. So we want to delete them because we don't need them. Yes, that's number 8. So here this thing is no more there. So you go through the list. This list is not going to be the same for everybody. You just go through it and delete those that you don't want to keep, and keep those that you probably need to reuse later or the system is using. Keep those ones. Moving on. Number 9, visual effects. We get to our search box and we type performance. So this is it. Adjust appearance and performance of Windows. This is the visual effect. This is what makes your application show thumbnail, show shadow behind, and the graphical beauty of your application is from here. But it also affects the performance of your machine. So what you want to do here is to check on adjust for best performance. See, initially it's for adjust for best appearance. Your machine looks nice, but it's not the best for performance. So if you want the performance instead of the appearance, then you use the adjust for best performance. You can anytime come back and change it, so it's entirely up to you. Or once you adjust for best performance, those that you want to keep, you can click them. And I want to keep my thumbnail to show the icons and also the shadow on the windows, and then the pointer, and then click on apply. Next, number 10. This is the last one. I've reserved this for the last. Is the use of what is called utility software. most of the things that we've done them manually, but there are software out there, utility software out there that can do most of them for you automatically. Just run the software and the software will do the fragmentation, will do the optimization, the jump file and all those things. It does it for you as a one-stop shop for you. So there are a lot of utility software out there, but the one I use is called Advanced System Repair. There's it. Let's run it. There is one also. Alright, our scan has completed. So now we can click here to fix our problems and clean up the system. So optimization and everything. Now you can go through this side and choose the actions that you wish to apply. So you can go through them one after the other, but I find it okay with the default. They do pretty good work, so I normally go with the default. So we click on the optimize, the fix, clean and optimize now, and then it's giving us some pretty good information here that how we see clean up. So the things that we saved in our browser, the maybe password and web pages that you have pinned up and those things, so they will also be cleaned up. If you wish not to clean them up, then you can check them, but in this case I want to clean all those things up at once again. So and continue. So to go through and clean everything, I'll get back when it is done. Here you have the option to upgrade to a premium version of the software, and these are the benefits that you get, as you can see here. If you don't wish to use the premium version, or you don't have money to purchase the premium version, you can still use this version. It works perfectly effectively anyway that to me, so I use this standard version. So if you don't want this message again, then you can choose the actions that you want here. Either you want to be reminded every 3 days or never again and all those things. So it's entirely up to you how you want it. So you can click on the close button and our scanning is done. Now all the things that we need to worry about has been fixed. So it tells you that the system status is good, to go. A lot of things, the jump file, the virus threat. So when I did the scan, you saw that I had the 2 threats here for the malware too. That is because I install a software with a cracked version. So what it does is it recognizes the crack as a malware. So to avoid those things, when you get to the action side, before you proceed to fix So you want to prevent that. You want to choose ignore. You want to choose ignore there. If not, it will play it and then the software will come back as if it's unregistered. So that's one thing you have to take note of. So thank you so much for being with me today. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.